we talked a little bit about the second round, Danny Myers, and we talked about obviously the Hadouken round, which is like that's flow state. That's when you know you're cooking,
right?
You know you're doing your thing. Then there's the opposite side of the coin of that, where you're standing in front of your opponent and they're cooking you.
Yes,
which is any battle rapper has experienced that, and I just want you to know, as a friend of yours, I'm a fucking real one. I didn't watch the GEECHI GOTTI battle until today.
Oh God.
I watched it today.
Yeah.
And I got to say, I've heard you talk about it, you know, a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as I told you, I grew up an Iron Solomon fan. It's not that bad. The GEECHI GOTTI, it's not that bad. You made it seem like you got fucking... I
like to joke about it, and say that he absolutely murdered me, because at the same time I can't say that he didn't, because that's what the consensus is, right? When it's like whatever anyone says, it's like you just got to go. The last person that you want arguing about your battle is you,
right?
It's the last, but you're not allowed to talk about your battle. You know what I'm saying? You keep it.
You have to say you win, and you don't talk about it if you lose.
Right. So it's like listening to him as he's doing it, I'm like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But the way that the way it worked out, and I mean when he has something to use, I mean he's very efficient with it.
Yeah.
So I give him that credit as far as like I've never stood in front of somebody that can bring a crowd to that type of, you know what I'm saying? And it takes a figure like him to kind of get that reception, but
it was incredible. Like what he was doing was incredible. But like I said, as a Iron Solomon fan growing up, I've seen it can't get worse than what I was super looking forward to for 6 months.
Right.
You know, exactly. I was watching Iron Solomon call out Mook every 4 months for 3 years. And then it happens. And I'm like, this is it. My boy's about to.
It's one of the worst battles.
Yeah. And then that's my freshman year of college. I'm telling all my boys, like, Iron's about. My guy's about to battle Mook.
Right.
You guys. And then they come to me the next week, like, what happened?
What happened? Because no.
But to be fair, like, I think that was just a bad battle in general. I don't think
it was a hard 5 rounds.
5 rounds,
stupid. 5 rounds on a big stage, like Irving Plaza, 1,500 people. It's so just
many people. Busta Rhymes in the rafters, and
right. It's just it was too much going on, way too drawn out. And it was just terrible.
So, I mean, and so when I hear you talk about it, I hear you're like, he's. You know, they weren't reacting to me, and you know, that, like, I listened to it on the way home from the Flycast today. I was like, I was telling Nick, I was like, I've been putting off the GEECHI GOTTI battle. I gotta listen to it, but I know I have to before we have this conversation. But like, you know,
it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I've never written so good.
It was
and got nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a weird part of battle rap sometimes where you walk into a venue and it's just not your day, no matter what, by default. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a really weird one. It was a weird one.
Yeah, he definitely had the crowd. And
my mistake too. I won the coin toss, and I asked him to go first.
Yeah,
that's probably like one of the worst things I could do, because in my battle IQ flew out the window for that battle. Yeah, because if I had actually sat and thought about it, I would have realized I'm in LA. He just won Champion of the Year. He just beat Loaded Lux.
Yeah.
Let me get my shit out first. You know what I'm saying? Just so if he does go off, at least I got to, you know what I'm saying? And I won the coin toss, and it was like the first time in 3 years that I'd won it. And I was like, oh, shit, you motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
you
go first. I'll just sit back and wait. And it was not the best idea.
Yeah. But I mean, that's I was listening to it and I was expecting the worst, because I'm 18 years old and I'm watching my favorite battle rapper get booed for 45 minutes. Oh, God. Get booed.
That's a hard
and
watch.
So I'm sitting there like, damn, my man. Like I'm looking at the Monster CD it's signed. I'm like, damn, dog. We're really And then eventually, sometime in my life, I want to, you know, have Iron Solomon here on this pod.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That would be so. I mean, I got so many questions for him, but like, just you know, just to see that, I was like, damn, like the way Mike's talking, like maybe it was like that. I was trying to get myself in that mind state. Like I can't watch my boy get beat like this.
Right.
But it really wasn't that bad. He was very well polished. He had the crowd. And then for some reason, they just weren't. After that, it seemed like they were more hungover than anything from that round. And then they were like.
Right. I mean, you and I've seen moments like that where you literally say, that guy still has to rap.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Because the battle's over. You know what I'm saying?
For
It was
sure.
like, that's how it literally was in the building. There were literally people that were like, I don't even want to hear him rap.
Yeah.
Like literally didn't even want to hear me go because it was like everything that you had hoped to see just happened.
And you know
so
what's
then you're
one
like, oh, the guy has to rap now? Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, let's watch this. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, he's not going to do better than that. So let's get it over with, bucko.
Are you done with one rounders after that?
No. Dude, I haven't done a one rounder. I think GEECHI is my only one rounder.
Yeah.
I think GEECHI's I think it's the only one rounder I ever did.
Only one rounder?
Yeah. I'm always open for one rounders though.
Yeah.
It's because sometimes like league, like if a smaller league hits you up, you know, depending on the price that they give, that's when I'll usually bring it to one round. Like if you can't get me a certain amount for three rounds, I'll say okay, but you know, I'll do one.
That makes sense.
1 round, 4 minutes, something like that. I'm actually in the middle of possibly booking one right now.